That's a good question. um, okay. Okay. What has surprised you so far about Kenyon? Every person I met was incredibly focused and singularly focused on the mission of the college. And maybe I shouldn't have been surprised by that, but it was wonderful to see and surprising. Everybody is truly dedicated to the success of the students, and every conversation, no matter where we started, ended there. Next question. Which Kenyon tradition do you look forward to participating in? Well, I don't know all the traditions, but I heard about something called First Sing, and I can't sing. So that's one I won't participate. I'll watch, but I won't participate in. Excited to go to see some of the sporting events as well. I had a son who was a college athlete and always enjoyed being on the sidelines, so I look forward to cheering on Kenyon's teams. What is the one thing that you wish you could bring with you from New York City to Gambier? It's hard to think about one thing, but maybe pizza? What should be your campus nickname? My students call me Dr. K. Sometimes my friends call me Dr. J. That's because I originally come from Philadelphia, and Dr. J, Julius Erving, was a big basketball star when I was growing up. But I switched it to Dr. K, and I think I like that one. If you created your own sandwich at the Gambier Deli, what would be on it? Turkey, avocado, Munster cheese, a little bit of mustard on sourdough bread. What is a book on your summer reading list? Oh, I've got a stack. The one that's right next to my book is called The Codebreaker. I love to read fiction, but I also love to read biographies about women. And The Codebreaker is about a famous woman geneticist who broke the code. It's called CRISPR, and she won a Nobel Prize for it, so that's sitting on my nightstand. What was your first job, or what did you want to be when you grew up? This is easy. I wanted to be a journalist. I went to college and studied broadcast journalism. Really wanted to be a producer on 60 Minutes. That was what I wanted to do. I got close. I was a researcher, not a producer, on CBS Evening News doing political coverage during the 1988 election. I guess that dates me a bit, but I always wanted to go into television news and only kind of detoured into public health a little bit later in my career. Early bird or night owl? Definitely a night owl. I don't love getting up early in the morning. I've taught myself, but I tend to get a second wind around 10:30, 11 at night, and I'm more of a night owl. Ooh, who is your dream commencement speaker? Amanda Gorman, the poet, would be wonderful to hear somebody whose life has been so monumental, so young. I think would be probably very inspiring to students. Oh, what is your favorite topic to teach? This is easy, public health. I love teaching students to think critically about the complex problems that we face, and love really being able to dissect different public health issues and think about many of the reasons we are where we are at this moment in time, thinking about health inequity, racism, and the impact that those factors, social, economic, cultural, have on public health. Those are my favorite things to teach, and I hope I get a chance to do that at Kenyon. What app or emoji do you use the most? So I'm criticized by my family for not using emojis enough and being boring on my text messages. So I have to say I usually use a kissy face or a heart, and that's as creative as I get. Which album do you play on repeat? I would go with Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I'm a fan, also a Bruce Springsteen fan. I'm Born to Run is another one, but probably Fleetwood Mac Rumors is the one I play the most. What is the last TV show you binge-watched? Loved Shrinking. I just finished watching that, and watching Ted Lasso now. I tend to like lighthearted, funny. I like to laugh. Also Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which I love. Which college class did you enjoy the most? One is a medical anthropology course that I took because I was trying to get out of my science requirement. I also took a class on public policy with the former mayor of Boston. It was a fascinating class to kind of learn with somebody who actually was living in the moment of many of the issues we talked about. It was nice to have kind of an academic course that also featured real life impact. What's a new skill you'd like to pick up? I would say I would like to focus on languages. I grew up, my mother is French, and I grew up sort of speaking French, and then I moved to Miami and learned Spanish, and now I have a mishmash of Spanish, English, and French. And I'm not very good at any of them, and I would love to practice a language, go back to speaking French and really practice and build my skills and knowledge again. What's your hidden talent? I would say dancing, but my family and friends might disagree. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Probably not to get too lost in your own plans. Sometimes we have our plans and we want to stay very clear and focus on those plans, and then life happens, and often it happens for a very good reason, and you have to pivot. Make the best decision you can with the information you have, even if that doesn't necessarily align with your original plans. What is your favorite word? Oh, that's so hard. What's my favorite word? Giggle. That's my favorite word. Where is your favorite place in the world to visit? Ooh, I love to travel, particularly with my family, and I love to go to beautiful places in nature. We've been to some special places, Banff and Jasper. Love to be in the mountains, sitting by the lake, and quiet and beauty, and being with my family. Describe Kenyon in 5 words. Okay. Well, beautiful. The campus is beautiful. Collaborative. Again, from my first meetings till the time I spent at Kenyon, I saw people who were incredibly focused on working together, so I would say collaborative. Innovative, interested in trying new things. Warm. I think there's a very strong sense of community. People feel very connected to one another. That came across to me when I was visiting. And I think focused. It's a place that seems very focused on its values, on its mission, and staying true to what matters to the students and the community. Is that 5? I think that was 5? Okay. That it?
I think that's it.
Oh my gosh, okay. How'd I do?
You did great.
Yeah?